I'm tired of being controlled. We're living in a time when control seems to be taking over every aspect of our life. Control is the ability to direct actions of someone or something. Think about your life right now. How much of it is being controlled by outside influences? It may be at your school, your job, where you shop, or where you work out. We are without a doubt being controlled by the government, either locally or by the federal government. When someone or something controls you, that means for every measure of control that is placed upon you, that same measure of freedom is lost. You have probably lost your freedom to be able to go where you want to go. You have absolutely lost your freedom to be able to interact with others the way that you want to. Our freedom to socialize and the freedom to worship together has been strangled. When you have to conform to guidelines that are not normal, it has taken away some of your freedom by forcing you to be controlled by these rules. This loss of freedom and the stress of being controlled can bring about negative changes to your attitude and your overall state of mind. When you have to make changes, it is never easy. Sometimes we can deal with changes that we don't like very well if it does not last very long. After being forced to do things that you do not like to do, you may feel a rebellion, for a better lack of words, rise up inside of you. This feeling can make you do things or take actions that are not normally in your personality. Now, if you cherish your freedom like I do, then what you are feeling and experiencing is absolutely normal. We have been given freedom. Men and women have died for us to enjoy that freedom. No matter what the reason, being controlled by someone else is not good. Whoever is in control has the power. No matter how much of your life is being controlled, there is one thing that you always have complete control over if you so choose. If you want to feel that God-given freedom, then you must take the power of control that has been given to you and control your mind. No person, no government, and no enemy can control your mind unless you allow it. The very thought of freedom and the desire to be free from control comes from your own mind. Have you ever heard the statement, that person has completely lost control of themselves? It will probably be followed up with, they have lost their mind. Well, that statement is so true. When you lose control of your actions, you have lost control of your own thoughts and allowed others to influence and control you. It's time for you to take complete control of yourself because you can do that better than anybody else in this entire world. No government, no group, no organization, and no leader can control your mind unless you give away your freedom. To gain control of yourself or your mind requires extreme discipline. To think the thoughts that you know are right will bring about peace and assurance that no matter what takes place around you, you will be okay. As long as you are free in your mind and in your spirit, the chains that others try to put on your life will have no merit. There was a man named Paul who was wrongly thrown in prison and he was placed in chains. Those who observed his captivity thought that he was done for. They thought that because he was bound in chains, locked in prison, there was no longer any hope. What they did not realize was that his imprisonment had nothing to do with his freedom. Even though his movement was limited and his ability to come and go as he pleased was manipulated by the government, his mind and his spirit remained free. Some of his most powerful letters and books were written when he was limited physically. Although physically bound and imprisoned, his mind was free to become more powerful and make more of an impact on others than ever before. The people who seek to have power and control over your life can only control what is on the outside. It is up to you to keep complete control of your mind and use this time and power to make an impact on yourself and others, something that you might have otherwise never been able to do. Remember, you are free, and you do have freedom. If you control yourself, you are more powerful than those who control our states, our cities, and our country. So take control of your life by taking control of your mind.